The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
After spending the day hoping to ambush a wild Eurasian boar, with no luck, and then a wild night hunting with dogs, that starts off painfully for the dog handler. We are forced to hunt with only one dog, with no success. So tonight, we bring in the A-team.
Give him a whirl and go to him, man. Go to him, go.
I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. I've had a really tough time trying to ambush a hog in the daytime, so we're gonna try at night. Tonight we have the A-team. These guys are professional hog hunters that specialize in hunting hogs with dogs. Manny?
Chad.
Frankie.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you. So, how are we gonna do this tonight? What's your...
Well, our plans are we're gonna take some cur dogs, original Florida cur dogs here, and we're gonna have them where they find the hogs. We're gonna have them bay them up, and then we're gonna walk in with a catch dog, and we're gonna turn this catch dog loose, and we're gonna catch these hogs live. We're gonna tie them up for you. We're gonna go hunt with the wind the way we need to hunt with the wind, so the dogs can smell them, and basically go in here and see what we can do about catching a lot of big hogs. You had a lot of problems during the day. The moon ain't right. You know, there's a lot of different things going on.
See this here?
Yeah.
I got 15-foot range. Good kill, accurate range. I mean, so, you know, it ain't like, you know, I was like 30 feet, 40 feet from hogs today, but that's good enough for a bow and arrow or a rifle, but not for this. I had to get really close. Obviously, I picked a very difficult way to hunt hogs. I like the challenge of it, but we need to get some hogs. If I see an opportunity where it's good for me to throw a spear, you know, careful with the dogs, I'll throw a spear. If not, we'll catch them alive and we'll try to spear some. We'll break it up, you know.
Sounds
we
good.
have some people that are really want some hog meat, some families that are really, you know, they can really use it and need, and it's always good to, you know, remove some hogs and help some people out, and we get to hunt. It's awesome. It's a great idea. Yeah, people always got to eat, you know, so.
Always got to eat. There's nothing wrong with good wild pork either.
No, I eat it myself. Don't get us. I
love it.
I love it. It's better than domesticated pork.
Yep. All we have to do is you sit back and enjoy yourself and get in the middle of it.
I'm gonna grab.
Yeah, I want you to grab.
I've done that before. I've actually had one run into me at night. I was watching some guy chasing before, and a hog literally ran into me. I ended up getting him in a headlock.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the wrong way to catch one.
Yeah.
But I had like no choice. And they go, oh man, he's got it. They went over there and they got the back legs while I had the head, you know.
The dogs we have are really good. If they get too far from us, I have a system that's a tracking system that will tell us where they're at, where they're going, and what they're doing. And basically, once you get the hog down, we can get the dogs off. The only thing we'll have to get off and really have to pull off will be the catch dog. And
well, our life depends on them dogs.
Absolutely. This is your bay dog, and this is my buddy Chad's dog. This is Copper, and this is Princess. They're about 1.5 year, 2-year-old dogs too. These are the ones that we're going to turn loose that's going to find the hog. This dog here, Butch, is about a 4.5, 5-year-old dog, and that's my catch dog. We have a vest and collar that we're gonna put on him. The only time we use him is when they have him bait up and they got him up there. We'll walk in there with him, turn him loose, and boom, it's on.
In other words, he's strictly for combat.
That's it. He is nothing but combat. You'll be able to see with the vest that I have and the combat that's going on. Warren, can you get me that vest? And I'll show you the vest and some of the scars of what this vest has already done and what it's doing. And here's what some of the things, this is what protected him from.
Wow.
See, these are some of the things, and this is an old one, and I still use it because I've had it for so long.
He's a gladiator.
That's
this is chain mail right here, basically.
Yeah, this is the thing, that this dog's the only one that's ever wore this vest. And these are some of the battle wounds that he's went through, and they've went through the vest. They've done it all. But he's still been living for 3 years now. Since I've had him for 3 years, he's almost a 5-year-old dog, and he's just a phenomenal dog.
He's got to be very brave.
He has so much heart, it's unreal. And see, you'll be able to see the heart in these dogs tonight. They don't stop.
Oh, they're like your family. I realize that.
They are family.
This is your family and your A-team and everything else.
Absolutely. You know, Chad raised these dogs. Matter of fact, this dog come from Chad too. So we always swap dogs back and forth, and with his dad and us and all of us. And we always do that. We don't ever run out of dogs.
This is a way of life for you guys, you know.
We love it. We've been doing it all our life.
Yeah.
All our life. And,
this is super interesting, very high adventure, man.
Oh, the adrenaline you get here is probably going to be more exciting than you've ever seen.
Yeah, it ain't like sitting and waiting for hours. This is it's happening. I know.
Yeah, this is going to be. It's going to be on tonight. It's going to be on.
Frankie and his team prepare the dogs. Butch, the cash dog, will wear a Kevlar vest. It will be Butch's job to physically grab the hog and hold it until I can get to it.
This is like, I can't wait to be able to retire this vest one day and be able to hang it up.
Yeah, it's a museum piece.
Yeah, I mean, I've even got the straps cut off of it, but I still use it.
Frankie, how would he do going after a hog, one of these mean hogs without the vest?
He probably wouldn't be living by now, Manny. He would get cut. These things, this vest covers his vitals, his main vitals, and plus we put a collar on him too. And he would not be living. He would not live to be a 5-year-old dog that he is right now if it hadn't been for this vest. So this is a very important thing. And you know, back a long time ago, I never used them. It was just a pride thing and a cowboy thing that we wouldn't use them.
It's a later invention, you know.
It was a latter part invention. I never, for the last 2 years, I never used a tracking system. And now I use a tracking system that I never used before. But back then we used to go through dogs all the time because we didn't have this kind of stuff.
Dog hunting for wild boar in Europe goes back, 1,000 years. This is something, but you guys have specialized it to this area. And you guys using the vest, you got it down to a new technique and a science now.
Yep, exactly.
You got radio collars, things that didn't have back then.
And I'll tell you what, the radio collars are a blessing to have. Without them, you can lose a dog where before, years ago, when we didn't have them, you'd have to sit and wait 4 or 5 hours for him to come back if he come back.
And in swamps, you lose them to alligators sometimes. That's a big danger.
Yes, I've lost a few dogs to alligators and culverts and canals and ponds and everything else. So it's been different. You go ahead and get him up.
You want to put him in that buggy?
Yeah, we go ahead and put him in the buggy. So he's going to be the one that does the catching.
Get in, Willie. Get in. Get up there, Penny.
Y'all got rope in your pockets, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Rope.
It's in the
lead rope. That's you. Juan, you're a Butch man.
I got it. That's my buddy. Me and Butch get along good.
So you got rope in your pocket, right?
Yeah, I'll probably get some more here in a minute.
This is our GPS system too that we have. And this right here just basically will tell you the yardage it's at, if it's north, south, east, west, if it's sitting down, if he's treed, if he's bayed, whatever it is that he is, this thing will tell you everything it is. It can go up to anywhere from 2.5 to 3 miles when you track them. I don't think we're gonna have that issue tonight, but if we do, we won't have a problem losing our dog. So I say we leave. Manny, don't you think we're ready?
Let's go. I mean, all this talking, let's just go.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Let's get it on. I'm ready. Nose up. Watch how she's doing now. She's starting to pick her nose up already. And once you unclip her, you'll watch what she does. You'll be able to do it. But you can see now, this is what she's trained to do. And I mean, you can see it. You could probably drop her right now, and it wouldn't be long before you find a hog. So Manny, you done a lot of dog hunting?
Not as much. I'm more aquatic than I am on land. I've done a lot of water hunting.
Right.
Like sharks, alligators. I've done some spear hunting for hogs and also a lot of rattlesnakes and that kind of stuff, you know.
Wow. Well, this is going to be good then. We're going to hunt this to the right, Juan. That's fine. Let her go. Starting right here. Unclip the dog. We're hunting to the right. We released our trail dog, and now we're just waiting on them to see what's going to happen. I'm sitting here looking at my tracking system to see where they're at, and they're a little bit northeast of us, running through here. So we're basically just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with them, see if we can hear them bay, and then once we get them in there to bay, then we'll go to where their bay is and get Manny in there so we can catch this hog and see what happens. So basically right now we're just kind of waiting on the dog to see what's going to happen with him. She's running him, she's right on him. You'll hear there'll be a different tone in the bark. She's about 300 yards northeast of us. So she's kind of looking right out this way. She hadn't got him stopped yet, but it's just a matter of time. See?
They still running them?
Yeah, they're still running him. They're due east of us right now, so they're kind of right behind us over here in this area.
You think it's a very large hog or a very strong hog?
The way he's moving and the way they've stopped him and he's broken run again, it's a possibility it's a good hog. Very good hog. So it's just a matter of time. I mean, they're close. It's just they're going to get him stopped here in just a minute. Listen.
You ready to move?
No, I got to put her in the middle.
Okay, now they've got him bayed. The hog's he's bayed now. Now we're going to go to him with the dog. Let's go, boys. Y'all ready?
Let's go. Hey, Chad, come up there and help me out real quick, please.
The bay dogs have cornered the first wild hog of the night.
I got to put Chad on the spot.
We are on the way with our catch dog Butch. This is so exciting
Here's the dog. You hear him? Yeah.
because these wild hogs are ferocious.
Somebody behind me, like behind me.
You're good. Come on around. We'll get to him fast as we can. We'll get within as close as we can, and then we're gonna get out. We're gonna walk that dog to him, Manny.
Right.
Then we're gonna get him caught. One. Don't let him.
Don't stay on the left side, I'll stay on the right side. Orlando.
The dogs have surrounded a wild hog in the palmetto. We move in quickly.
She's right in there. Watch out. Watch out. The hog is right in there.
All right, turn the fence down.
That's right.
This one we are going to take alive. So I grab the hind legs and pin the hog on its side. While Frankie and his crew move in to control the dogs.
Kneel on his right.
We will bind the hog's feet together so we can safely load it onto the swamp buggy.
What we want you to do, I want you to take this top leg here.
Okay.
Do it like this. You let go of that bottom leg. You ain't going nowhere. Always grab your back leg right here, buddy. Let go of that front leg. You got your knee in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let go of that. You ain't going nowhere. Bring that hog right there.
Right there, on this side.
Hold on. They ain't cut. Put your finger right there, man. All right, what we're gonna do, Manny, we're gonna get up and flip her over, and we're gonna tie the other side too. Okay?
Okay.
Let me get my other rope. Where's my rope go? There we go. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, get over there. Get off.
Let me get on the back. Let me get on the back. Let me get on the back side.
There you go.
Get low and get it right in Manny's face.
There you go. Bring it up a little bit so I can get up under it. Pull your hand back here, Manny, for me. There you go.
Look how long the snout on there is.
Talk about fast. I just got bit on the thumb.
That's a good eating hog too.
Oh yeah.
Real good eating hog.
Hey, a little nip. This is a sow. The boar has a really long tusk. They dig all day long. The wild feral hogs have a longer nose. Domesticated hogs have a shorter nose and a flatter. The wild ones have a flatter head and a longer nose. And it's for digging and digging in the dirt. Once they're domesticated ones, they don't have all this hair on them. Their attitude is different. And the snout is the main thing you notice. But the meat on a feral hog like this, a sow, this is really, really good meat. Right here, wherever I get this one, is gonna get a really, really good hog to eat. And because it's been fed in the wild, the meat has that much better flavor than it's been raised in a farm.
We got one under our belt. We got a good sow. She's probably 150, 160. Good eating hog, but now what we really want to go for is we want to go find the big boy.
Okay.
And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this one back to the buggy, get it up to where it needs to be, get it out of the way, and get these dogs a little bit of water.
Okay.
And let's see about catching another one. What do you think?
Man, this is incredible. What efficiency.
Ain't it?
I've been out here, I tried so hard to get a hog, and I finally got my hands on one.
Yeah. And it was just a matter of 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's much more efficient than walking around with a spear in the woods.
Oh my God, it's the adrenaline, ain't it?
I like my spear hunting, but this is adrenaline, high adventure, and you get results.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's about 11 o'clock right now. We already got a monster sow down, so the night is going good. We're waiting to see if the dogs find another one. We're hoping to find a big boar, but we don't know what they're gonna find. That's the mystery of this thing. You have no idea what's gonna happen, but I'd love to get a big boar in spirit.
We've got we're in a different location now, so what we're doing is a big boar hog that's been staying in this area here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to give him a whirl and let these dogs try to work it out. There's a lot of sin around here, a lot of sign. If you'll see, there's a lot of sign around here.
The hogs out here?
The dogs have located a wild hog.
Right here.
Following their barks in the moonless night is almost spooky. But we are closing in on them.
We've got a big hog that's got bait up. The other dog got there and broke and run. We've turned the catch dog loose now. We got to get the catch dog back. This hog is just in this vicinity. What's happened, there may have been 2 of them. One may have went this way, but I'm telling you, the smell of this boar hog's right in this big switchgrass pond right here. So.
And then things get a little confusing. The dogs may have split up, going after different hogs.
Listen, stop. He's caught.
We're all silent. Just listen to the sounds coming from the dogs.
Okay.
Somewhere ahead of us.
I heard this one grunting.
Is there a dog right there?
Following through that brook. Hank is treed. She ain't going nowhere. Well, I know she's treed.
It soon becomes obvious. The dogs are chasing more than one hog.
We're gonna have to go back this way now, guys. Come on. We got one tree, we got one bait over this way, so we got to go this way.
So we head to the nearest dog. Hunting like this has you running in one direction after another all night. It's not only high adventure, it's great exercise.
Wow.
All right, now what we gotta do, we're gonna have to turn this dog loose.
Okay.
Let him hit him, okay?
Just ahead, the bay dogs have cornered a wild Eurasian boar.
That's a good hog.
It's time to let Butch, the cash dog, do his job. And this time, I will take the boar with my spear.
Got it. Go to him, boy. Go to him, man. Go to him. Go.
Get back. Good deal. He's there. I got him spear. You get him off. I got him.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. I got it. Stop it. Get out of there. Stop it. Hold on. That's why we do it right here, man. This is what it's about.
It's fat. It's gonna be good eating that one, believe it or not.
Very well. Did you see how they had him? She just had him held up right there and he wasn't going nowhere. Then you got to see that dog just catch him right there.
Well, I know you told me get on him quick before he hurts the dogs.
You have to.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
Go in.
Wow, what an excitement, man. My heart was pumping. I don't know what's happening. Then all of a sudden, Frankie tells me, get ready. The hog is bayed. And then when I got the cash dog and he goes, you gotta get in there real quick, so he doesn't hurt the dogs. And I'm like, I'm just rushing in as quick as I can, trying to stick them before, make sure I don't hit one of the dogs and stick them and end this. But man, second hog tonight, this has been an incredible high adventure night. If this ain't savage, if this ain't wild, nothing is. Hunting wild hogs at night with dogs, with professional hog hunters, chasing around at night in the dark, not knowing what's gonna happen. You hear the dogs barking, your adrenaline pumping. This is unbelievable adventure. I'll see you next week on Savage Wild.
Here, come on, go. I got Manny in the back with his spear. We're going to kill wild boar.
And I have 3 spears blocking his attack, so that'll give me more protection. This is death in the swamp. This is a monster moccasin. Right there.
Hold on. Did the gun fall out?
I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks, and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild.
Early morning in the North Florida woods. Today I'm hunting wild boar with my spears, but I'm not doing it alone. I have professional help.
Manny, good morning, sir.
RT.
We got dogs this morning, Manny. We're not going alone, buddy. These are the professionals. We're gonna find a track, Manny. We're gonna find some rooting or where they cut the trees with their tusk. And that's where we're gonna put these guys on. They're gonna smell them up, bay them, and then that's where your spears come in, Manny. It's just you and the hog then.
Okay, give me a breakdown on how this is going to work. Tell me more about the dogs, how the whole plan goes, their personality.
Okay, well we got a couple that we call track dogs, Manny, and you put them directly on the sign, whatever sign you found, where they cut the tree, where they rooted, where you found the track, and they go in there and smell them up and start baying. But then we have some more, and we call those bay dogs, and they're helper dogs, and they're not quite have the nose that the other one have. We put those on there, and then they help them keep them contained until we get there. and then that's where me and you come along.
Okay, so they don't bark all the time?
No, my dogs are silent. The only time you hear them barking unless they have them bayed.
So we don't hear them barking, nothing's happening.
Right.
So we don't make a move till you hear them. That's how it goes?
Yep. When we start hearing them bark, that's when me and you go in.
And then we gotta like find out where to sound, how far they're gonna.
Oh yeah.
And
we have a little technology too.
do we have to get there fast or?
No, because my dogs don't catch. They're just bay dogs, so they usually don't get injured a lot because they're just bay. They stand back and they bay. They don't get really close.
Right, so they're smart. They like run up to it and they back off, run up to it.
Right.
And if the boar takes off running, they'll surround them again.
Yep.
And kind of like they keep them in an area till we get there. And
Right.
then we have to deal with them once we get there.
Yeah, and then that's when the dealing comes.
Yeah, I mean, we're not as fast as the dogs. And,
Or the hog.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I know. The boar is incredibly fast, I know that. I bet these dogs, each one has a great story, different personalities. Can you introduce me to your dogs and tell me about them?
Oh yeah. Let's get them out and then I can show you them too.
Sure.
This one is Rufus. We raised him from a puppy, Manny. He come out of 2 leopard dogs, is what he come out of.
Do you pick them by blood or personality? I mean, how do you know if he's gonna be a good dog? You know, because he looks apart, but how do you test them to see if they have the ability? Or?
You can watch them when they're puppies and kind of tell their personalities when they're little, but blood always helps on any kind of animal. And then you just train them. You know, you don't really train them. All you do is take them and show them, and they train themselves. You just have to keep them in the woods long enough.
Do they learn from the other dogs?
Yeah. Yep. They learn from the other dogs, and a lot of it's natural. They know what to do. They were bred for this, you know. They love it.
Yeah, this is their whole life. This is the highlight of their life.
Oh yeah.
This is like party time for them.
Yeah. When you put them on the ground, they're ready to do their job. They are ready. But this is one of our track dogs. This is one of them we put out first and put on one of the tracks. This is Sandy. I actually didn't raise her. I got her from one of my friends, and she got in a hog accident, Manny. She got a little too close one day, and she lost her leg, Manny. She's 3-legged. But you know,
that doesn't make me feel any more comfortable.
it doesn't. But she still travels a lot, gets around fine, and she just loves her job. And I would hate to retire her now because she loves it so much.
And she's very effective, huh?
Oh yeah, she's sweet. Yeah, and
I mean, like good at her job finding the hogs.
oh yeah.
And all that, yeah.
Her and that one I just brought out are the 2 best ones I have about finding them.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, later on in the show, we're gonna give you God's Country Outfitters contact information so you may go on a wild boar hunt with these professionals. Get ready to run through the swamps of Florida. I am hunting wild boar with a medieval trident, and real danger is everywhere. And I have 3 spears blocking his attack, so that'll give me more protection. This is death in the swamp. This is a monster.
Hold on. Did the gun fall out? No.
I got Manny in the back with his spear. We're going to kill wild boar.
These are my spears. I make these, I design them. This is a trident spear. This is an incredible hunting equipment. The power that this thing has is 3 spears going in at one time. It really puts a stopping on any wild boar you hit with them. This is drilled in here. This is run in there and welded. This is 3/4 of an inch, solid stainless steel. And this is red oak. This is made out of red oak. It's really strong wood because you don't want this breaking on you in the middle of a fight with a wild boar, or you can get annihilated. And this one here is 7/8 thick. This is even thicker. This is a Viking style spear. It was used for hunting and also Viking war spear. They used to hook the enemy shield with this kind of stuff. But when you're hunting boar, this keeps the spear from going any deeper. And it'll stop the boar right here so he doesn't slide up your spear and get you. That's the design for this is. And this one, of course, it has it already in here. This is also, when you throw it, you gotta understand, it's like a shotgun. It's 3 spears being thrown at one time. They have 11 inches of penetration, each one of them. So when that hits, this one holds it here, another one here, it kind of immobilizes the hog. This is new, but I really liking the way this one works.
Let's do it, man.
Sure.
That looks like fresh dirt on that tree. See it? That's where that hog was last night. They itch themselves all the time.
So if the hog goes this way, that way, he's just gonna zigzag, zigzag?
Wherever he smells, that's where I go, because, you know, some people try to show their dogs what way to go. They have a lot better nose than what we have.
As we follow RT into the forest, the dogs are barking like crazy. They are on a hog, and we need to get there fast. But we also need to be careful in this thick brush. We could be charged at any time, and a mad hog can inflict terrible wounds. The dogs have a beautiful jet black wild boar bayed. They are keeping this powerful and dangerous beast busy. I'm moving closer and get more than I bargained for. The boar sees me and decides to make an example out of me. But my trident is more than he can handle, and he knows it.
Hey, I ain't leaving you. I ain't leaving you.
If I did not have this trident, that boar would have knocked me down and tried to kill me. We keep moving to stay up with the dogs. When RT spots a giant water moccasin. With the dogs still chasing this wild boar, I take a few minutes to examine this incredible snake.
Manny, we got the dogs baying behind us, and you're catching snakes.
Manny, we got enough danger, man. This is.
We got video on him?
Yeah, we got video on him. Huge water moccasin here. That guy's gigantic. Oh, Manny, don't get bit, please.
Okay, guys. There we go. This is death in the swamp. This is a monster moccasin. Let me get out of his way. Okay, let's go hunting before.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, man. So keep going deeper. The hog's charging the dogs. He's charged you one time.
Man, he scared the daylights out of me. I was locked on him, ready to go, but I got in a defensive, not in a hunt position. Right there, I was just protecting my life.
Yeah.
At that moment. And then he took off too fast before I could get a hit on him. But then we're going through here. What a large water moccasin, man. I couldn't believe it. We're walking over there. So, you're walking through this stuff, chasing a boar hog, and you step on one of those, and you're done. Man, this would be nothing compared to what that would do.
Man. All right, well, they're deep in there right now.
Well, let's see if you know how to get around to them?
Yeah, I can think we can go another way around, and it's not so swampy.
Okay, let's go. All right. We're losing time.
They got him bayed up again. I think it's quicker to go this way around.
Here. Come on, go. Right there. Hold on. Did the gun fall out? No.
I got it.
I have just met with a full charge of an enraged wild boar. The only thing between us was my trident, and that boar knew better. He could tell it was dangerous. Now, we have to keep moving. Find that boar again and get within spear range.
They got him bayed up again. I think it's quicker to go this way around.
Another thing about this trident, if I have a charging wild boar, I can get in a stand like this, and I have 3 spears blocking his attack. So that'll give me more protection. He may get by the other spear, but he's gonna have a lot harder time getting by these 3. So either you can push him off or stick him and stop him. Understand a wild boar comes at incredible fast speed. He's got power, he can knock you down. Anything can happen. If he knocks me down, he can tear me up once he's got me on the ground. So the idea is to make sure I got good footing and I can block him. I'd rather get behind a tree and use it as a shield, and as he comes around, stop him right there. You don't want to come straight on in a straight line. I'd rather have him have to make a turn. That gives him that extra second that I need. But if he's in the middle, I got to take it any which way it comes. He's a lot faster than me, so I really can't get away from him.
Manny, they got him bait up again. I think it's quicker to go this way around.
I'm out of air. I hope I have energy to fight him, man.
I hope he's out of air too.
Yeah.
Here. Come on, go. Go.
This wild boar is moving so fast. We decide to take the trucks and loop around to the other side of them to see if I can get within spear range.
I got Manny in the back with his spear. We're going to kill wild boar.
I hear him barking. They got him bait up over there. You're wondering, well, Al Roberts is following me through the woods with another spear. Al is a PH. He is one of the most experienced hunters in North America. If I run into trouble, anything happens, he can cover me. If I'm getting tore up by a wild boar, he'll step in and stick a spear into him. Or if I'm getting one down, he'll pass one to me so I can spear him. It may take 2 or 3 spears to stop a wild boar. They're very tough and very hard to kill. You rarely kill one in the first stick, the first hit.
Manny, I think they're going to be on the edge of this lake.
Right.
It's a good idea. He's going to fight us if you don't.
We are headed straight for the swamp. This is going to get interesting. We can hear the dogs barking like crazy just ahead of us. This wild boar is really smart. He is using any terrain he can to his advantage. But walking through a swamp is easier said than done. And as we begin sinking up to our knees, a cameraman falls into a deep hole, sinking up to his waist in the mud.
Right there, Robert, right there.
Hold on. Did the gun fall out? No.
I got it. I'm watching. Say, Manny. You're fine.
I tried to follow a boar, but just closing the last 20 yards seems impossible. We keep sinking and he just keeps moving on.
This ain't good at all, guys.
Hang on, Manny. Hang on. You don't have no video on you. Hang on.
Hold on.
This wild boar is a very worthy opponent. Smart, brave, and fast. I am aware how dangerous he will be when I finally get close enough with my trident. But getting close enough will not be easy with this beast.
They got him bait up again. I think it's quicker to go this way around.
Stand right there, Robert, right there.
Hold on. Did the gun fall out? No.
I got it. I'm watching.
Son of a...
Matt, right here. I am in the wilderness in northern Florida. I am hunting wild boar with a spear. I am tried out my trident. My theory is 3 spears are better than 1. And I believe if I get a hit on him, it's gonna stop him cold.
The wild boar has left the swamp. He ran into a creek bed down a steep ravine. We have pulled the dogs off, and I want to see if I can sneak in close and ambush him.
If a hog comes running in there, you slip and you fall in there.
Well, you're right on top of him. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah, this is not such a great idea. It's a good ambush spot, but it's extremely dangerous. So.
Well, you know I got your back. I'll keep him off of you.
Yeah, do not. I mean, you stick him. If you see he's gonna grab me, do not let him cut me open. I'm gonna go at him with everything I got. You know.
I know that, but I got your back.
Listen, we're already committed, so let's just get set up. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's find some trees down there that we can.
As we move down the bank of the ravine, the guides are making their way up the creek. They will try to drive the boar directly into me. But before we have a chance to get set, the boar busts out of the bushes along the bank and heads for the water. I just can't let him get away. I rush down to the water and throw my trident. It slams the boar in the side, a solid hit. I grab another spear to finish him off, and the boar charges me. I stop him with a jab. I got him! And he backs down. He turns just enough for me to deliver a deadly thrust. With my last spear, I find the heart and it's over.
That's it. Oh, man, I saw him going down, and I know, man, he's gonna bolt across the creek. And I said, let me take one good throw. It was a long throw for a trident. I hit him low, but I went clean right through.
Well, he got down here and he spun, and he looked back at you, and then hit him.
I saw I had a good hit on him. I had a good hit on with the trident, and then I just knew I had to run. You see, he almost came at me.
Oh, he did turn.
I had to push into his forehead. You know, I can't get in here. I got to get to the side. The only way to get him is in the neck. That's the only way you can really control him and throw him down.
Hey, he was wanting to bite us.
No.
He was gonna bite.
When he came at me right there with the trident in him, I was like this. Get him. Don't miss.
I'm glad you didn't miss. Oh, jeez.
Well, I like my trident, and when it flew nice, and like I said, it was a low hit, but I had 3 spears coming at him, and one of them got him good right down here, really nice.
Yeah, it went right through his jugular, but he had enough to try to bite us.
Oh, no.
Man,
it wasn't over. I know better. I got to react right away.
God, these guys got some mean hogs. Holy crap.
This area, man. Well, they said there's some ferocious. This is a great hog. This is a ferocious hog. This is a trophy hog.
I seen cutters. Man. I can't tell how big they were, but when he spun, I seen cutters, and I went, oh,
well,
jeez.
Let's drag him out. No, this trident is stuck. This isn't going nowhere.
What a freaking hog.
Oh, look at this hog.
He's a stud. I knew the other one. Yeah, the other sheep broke.
Look at that cutter.
I told you, I seen a huge cutter.
Look at that cutter. The other one probably broke it off in a fight.
Yeah, definitely.
But man, look at that.
I knew when you hit him, I seen something, a big cutter.
Look at that cutter there. Look at that. Imagine getting that in you.
No,
look how far down it goes. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't want that in me. I'm good on that, dude. What a cutter. What a hog.
What a cutter, man. Here, let me lift up his head like this.
I know why you guys are watching this show. For the same reason I'm out in these woods. Because it is savage and it is wild. My trident worked perfect. I'm gonna be using it again on wild hogs. And I'll see you guys next week on Savage Wild. This week on Savage Wild, a small island in the middle of a Florida lake seems like an easy hunt. Guess again. Even with the advantage of dogs, this wild boar hunt is about to become an extreme adventure.
Come back on the island.
Get by the spear, hurry! Oh, no! Hold this one, hold this one. Hold this one, hold this one.
I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks, and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. The sun is rising over Crescent Lake in Central Florida. Today, I am hunting for wild boar on Bear Island with God's Country Outfitters. This small island in the middle of the lake is mostly heavy jungle and swamp, crawling with game, including wild boar, turkey, and even wild goats. And hunting this island will be a tremendous challenge. We load up the boat and head out for Bear Island. The dogs are already excited. We are taking dogs because tracking down wild boar on this island in the dense jungle and swamps would be a nightmare without them. It's only a 15-minute boat ride from the launch ramp to the island. The lake is flat calm, and RT opens up the throttle. Funny how the dogs always seem to understand what the plan is. Bear Island looms into view. And as we approach the dock, our crazy adventure is about to begin. This island is full of wildlife. There are leopard frogs like this all over the place. So this is another food supply for the hogs and other animals that live out here. Beautiful frog, look at that. This frog is very aquatic. They're all over the land out here, but that's because they gotta be near water. It's a very aquatic frog.
Well, I got my crew here. We got the dogs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to stalk one. And if we can't stalk up on him, if he smells us and runs, we're gonna put the dogs on him. You're gonna go in there, they're gonna bay him up, and you're gonna spear him. Sounds like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
I hope it works.
It sounds, I know one thing, it ain't gonna happen the way you think it's gonna happen. I'm already like this about it.
There's no such thing as planning this.
No, this hunting, the way I see it is capitalize on the opportunity that you get. You know, if he runs this way, take the high ground, you gotta think fast and up and figure out how to outsmart a hog. Are we smarter than hogs?
No, I'm not.
You're running after him with a trident. Don't question your intelligence at this moment.
All right, Manny, let's get after it. My crew's ready.
All right, guys, this is serious business.
All right.
Well, we're in the middle of a hunt right now, but I just picked up a baby garter snake. Nice. I better put him down as awesome and focus on what's going on right now. I rushed to rejoin RT. And we soon spot our first wild boar. This is probably a 150-pound boar, lightning fast and very dangerous.
Hey, Manny, he's going into the pine bananas. Yeah. Let's see if we can get closer.
RT and I rethink our strategy.
He has to. There's no telling. He could have gone to a swamp, or he could have gone down into the other palmetto forest.
It's kind of thick in here.
Yeah. You won't be able to see him until he's on top of you.
On a small island in the middle of a lake in Central Florida, I am hunting wild boar with my trident spear. This is truly the savage wild. We have just sighted a wild boar.
He's going into the bananas.
This will be a day of crashing through swamps, jungles, and forests.
It is so thick in there, and there's a swamp in there, there's heavy palmetto. We've been going through there. We're not going to be able to find them. I mean, unless we walk on top of them, we're not going to find them.
Yeah, let's don't do that. Let's go get the dogs.
Yeah, let's get the dogs and let them find. They can smell better than we can.
And then we'll know where he's at. At least he won't ambush us. It's bad.
Right. The dogs are going to let us know where he's at. If not, we're going to get clobbered in there.
All right, let's go get the dogs.
All right.
No, but they just come in right through here. I seen them, the dogs come out. The hog, when we saw him, he must have got in the edge of the lake and swam, come back on the island, trying to pull a fast one on them.
And the dogs, well, he's using the water to try to lose, he's trying to go in the water and lose the scent, right?
Yeah.
To break up the scent trail. Yes, that's high intelligence right there.
All right, let's go to them. I think they're down here a little bit.
Already, I am having second thoughts about this island. It is a tangled world of plants and trees of every kind, and dangerous swamps that a wild boar can hide in are everywhere.
Underfoot in there. There could be a gator in there. You think he might be laying up in here?
No, he might be on the edge. Can I come with you?
You want?
No, but I will.
This is not going to be easy. To prevent the boar from heading into the forest, Al Roberts is pushing through the palmetto, hoping to drive the boar back towards us.
Well, we got separated from Manny and the other guys. They went in after the dogs. We got in a big swamp, got separated. We know the dogs went this way on this island. We haven't heard them bay yet, so what we're doing is we spun back around and we're trying to cut them off, and maybe we can all meet in the middle and get this hog bayed up, or these hogs. We don't even know how many hogs there are. We saw one. Once they got in the thick, there's no telling how many could be in here. So hopefully we can get around them and all meet in the middle. We'll see.
While Al Roberts is crashing through the palmetto, I am slugging my way through the swamp, chasing a wild boar that has disappeared. And I run right into a group of wild goats. I am really tempted to take one with my spear. But I stay focused on what I came here for and keep moving. This island has some of the wildest swamps I have ever seen. And the dogs are having a rough time tracking the wild boar in the water. But my guide, RT, knows how to hunt these island boar. And I put my faith in his experience. We're just getting started.
Manny, is this what y'all call savage and wild?
Yeah. I mean, look at this swamp out here. This is the real swamp right here.
Yeah, this is where they live. Man.
Yeah, they live where nobody wants to go.
Yeah.
There's nothing like hunting wild boars with professional guides. If you want to get an awesome wild boar, I recommend God's Country Outfitters. And later on in the show, we're going to have the contact information so you can get your own boar hunt.
I am hunting wild boar with my trident spear, making my way through the swamps and forest of a small island in central Florida. We have spotted one wild boar, but I have spent most of the afternoon chasing a shadow. So, after carefully considering our options, we are now switching to plan B.
Come back on the island.
Right now we're gonna get ready, we're gonna get all our equipment ready. We're gonna go with a boat and take a cruise around the island and search to see if we can spot any of them. There's some big vicious boars on this island. If we see some, we're gonna get the dogs, put the dogs on them, and see if we can have the dogs bay them up, and then I'm gonna come in and try to get a kill shot on them. We have one catch dog on the boat, but we're not gonna use them. We're just gonna use the bay dogs. Now the bay dogs will chase them, they won't catch him. They'll let me know where he's hiding, they'll bark at him, they'll surround him, and help me find him. He's free running. It is extremely dangerous to approach a hog that is bayed. Because when he's bayed up like that, he can run anywhere, he can attack anybody. He's on a defensive. He's on the attack mode. So to me, that is one of the most dangerous situations. I gotta figure out how I can get close enough to throw my spear and get out of the way. These are the trail dogs. These are the ones that bay, the thing that sense of smell, that's their thing. The catch dog doesn't smell that good. He can only catch. So normally what hunters would do, they use these guys to find them, they use the catch dog. But I'm the catch dog this time. You be next to me and you carry that other spear.
Okay, all right.
So we got double protection.
I hope we see one. So usually this time of day they lay up on the edge of the bank like that. Because it was real cool this morning. They're getting some sun, closer to the water. So if we see one, we'll just put the dogs right on him. And
it'll save us hours of letting the dogs run around the woods and trying to find one. If we see one, we can get the dogs on them quicker, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
The shoreline of this island is a maze of small canals and heavy vegetation. Lots of places for a wild boar to hide or escape. We move as close to the shore as possible and cruise very slowly while we watch for any sign of wild boar. The dogs are waiting for their turn to jump over the side and track down a boar, but they will have to be patient. We shut down the engines and I guide the boat through the shallows, while I scan the jungle at the water's edge for any sign of movement. Suddenly, my heart is pounding. Up ahead, neck deep in the water, a wild boar has spotted us and is trying to remain undetected. Right now, he's hiding in here. There's a hog hiding in here. I don't know how big he is. He's hiding in here. I'm waiting for backup. I'm gonna go in on him. I might be able to get a throw. I'm not even gonna throw the dogs in unless I have to. I think I got him right in here. He's hiding in the hyacinths. He's in the water hiding and he's cooling off in here. This is a smart hog. It is slowly moving deeper into the water hyacinth that is so dense you can barely see anything in it. My eyes are straining trying to look into it, but somehow I managed to spot him. I want to make sure I hit him solidly with my trident spear. I nailed the boar in the side, and the fight is on. There is no doubt I am gonna need another spear. I got him. Hang on, let me see a spear. But I can't let go of the trident because the boar is trying to kill me. Artie hands me another spear. I am doing everything I can to keep him away from me with the trident, but my hands are full. This wild boar is not under control, and this could get out of hand in a heartbeat. After chasing wild boar on this jungle island in Central Florida, we have decided to use small boats to patrol the shoreline. And luckily, we have spotted a wild boar hiding in the swamp. As I approach closer, the boar disappears into the thick water plants, giving me the chance to hit him solidly with my trident spear.
Get my spear! Get my spear! Get the dog out of there! Get my other spear! Get my other spear!
The crew doesn't understand why I can't let go of the trident.
The spear! Hurry! Oh no! Hold this one! Hold this one!
The hog is trying to get to me and pay me back with a vengeance.
This one!
Finally, RT grabs a handle of the trident, allowing me to finish the boar off with a thrust to the heart.
Get in front of me! Get in front of me with the trident!
And it's over. I have taken a wild boar on this small jungle island in the middle of this lake. This was a great hunt and a crazy adventure.
Man, I couldn't see. You know, that thing I saw, I know he ran in here. I don't know if it's the same one. It might be another one. He was in this hyacinth, and I go, oh, I love the water. No, I can't see. I'm looking between the weeds like this. And it looks like this right here. See that fuzz? It's just everywhere in here. So I'm looking, and then all of a sudden, I start seeing a little bit of fur. I think that's him, and I hit him from behind. I'd rather hit him from here. I stuck him from behind. He turned on me. He was calling back at me. Sorry, I'm yelling at you, man, get the last spear. You don't understand. Don't get the last spear. Hold this one so I can stick another one in him. If I don't, he's gonna get me with these babies here, you know?
He's got nice teeth.
Yeah, right?
I couldn't get through these weeds, man. I don't know how he was in here.
These animals are masters of disguise. They're highly intelligent. He knows that in here he was safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not used to anybody coming in here. The thing's gonna get him in here is an alligator, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, but he's easing his way through this stuff, and he's so slow, and you can barely see where he's going. I knew it was somewhere in the air, and I kept looking and looking. I just didn't want to step into him where he's gonna get me. I had to see him before he got a hold of me. So this is a very, very difficult situation. This is a beautiful boar too, man. Look at the color on him. He's black, and he's got the gristle. This is very similar to the European boar.
Yeah.
This style right here. A gorgeous animal. Let me so I can show him.
This is getting in there with it, Manny.
No, this is what we call hand-to-hand battle.
I don't like it, Manny. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
I like it until I start to panic in a situation like this, especially when I turn him, he's trying to come at me, and I'm thinking, no, I had this, see, right here, and I had to push him away. It says, don't push backwards because he'll pull out front. You gotta turn him, keep going in front of him, and keep poking in front of him so you can keep backing him, or he'll get you.
Man, he's a nice one.
Super.
Well, congratulations. I'm gonna leave the rest of them up to you. I'm done spearing with you.
No, dude, I need your help, man. Don't abandon me because I don't know what's gonna happen. It never turns out the way it happened. First of all, I couldn't even tell what part of the body was hitting him. I had no idea. I could see a little bit of fur, and I said, now or never. You get any closer, he's gonna turn on me. So I could barely see a little bit, piece of fur through the water right there. His head's, he's got his nose, he's squatted down in the water, hiding. See, if you don't know, a boar will hide in the bushes, you walk 10 feet away. He will move and let you walk on by.
Well, let's get this thing in the boat if we can.
And we can.
I don't know if we can, man.
Man, I'm one proud hunter today. I'm happy. Look at this magnificent. Right now, I'm just gonna enjoy my trophy. This is what I consider a gorgeous boar, man. See all the fur, the black with the silver tips on them, blonde tips. I love this. This is all I could see was a little bit of this fur, a little patch like that. That's all I could see. I knew he was there. I just couldn't get any closer to see anything better because he's gonna take off or turn on me real quick. I was like, I had the trident right in front of me, and that's all I could see. I mean, it's like this fuzz is in there. So he blends right into this. It's got all that floating vegetation. It's like an alligator hiding in there. That's what it was like. And man, he was like, when I hit him with the trident, he was like, I couldn't get over it. But this is one awesome boar. I'm really happy about him. I feel like a successful hunter today. I hear him.
It's your time, buddy.
The bay dogs are baying up. I can hear them. They're barking away over there. We're on our way. It's a wild boar right there, a few feet in front of us. He's gonna come at me like a missile any minute. You have to keep him off of you. He is going to try to kill you.
Manny is Manny, y'all. Keep watching this.
I got one window of opportunity, and I said, don't miss.
I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks, and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild.
Well, another beautiful day in the North Florida woods. A great day for boar hunting. Welcome to Savage Wild. Today, I'm hunting with the A-Team, God's Country Outfitters. RT, what's the plan today?
Well, we got the bay dogs today, Manny. We're gonna find the track, put the bay dogs on them. They're gonna go sniff them out, bay them up, and we're not using a catch dog today, Manny. You're the catch dog. You and the trident. I've seen you take a couple hogs with that trident. I think that's the best spear you have. What's your opinion?
I think for hand-to-hand combat with a wild boar or for tossing is the best. It's 3 spears in one, so I have more of a defense. And if I throw, I got 3 spears coming at him. It's like a shotgun versus a rifle.
I feel comfortable behind you with your other spear when you have that in your hands, buddy.
I feel better, but I never feel really comfortable. I like doing this, but I'm not comfortable doing it. It's an adventure. I love the hunt. But this is nerve-wracking, chaotic, dangerous. It's probably the most dangerous thing I do. I do a lot of dangerous things, but this wild boar hunting is extremely dangerous.
It's hand-to-hand combat, chaos the whole time, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Man, all right, let's get our bay dogs on the ground and let's go.
Let's get going.
I've been hunting wild boar for a long time. We use dogs is the most successful way. There's 3 kinds of dogs that we use. We use a track dog, a bay dog, and a catch dog. Well, our catch dog usually is a bulldog. He has protective gear on him, Kevlar vest, collars, because he's the one actually that goes in there and catches the hog and holds him. Well, today, Manny is the catch dog. It's so dangerous. It's chaotic. Manny's gonna go in there with the bay dogs baying him and spear this hog. No catch dog on him, none. I don't understand how he does it. Manny is Manny, y'all. Keep watching this.
Just to let you know how dangerous hunting wild boars with a spear is, look at this. This happened the other days. I speared a wild boar and he was biting and gnawing at this. Now this is what it's doing to the wood. Imagine if you get your bone tearing up like that. You have to keep him off of you. He is smart. He is going to try to kill you. There's no way around it. In case I run into a dangerous situation, I get torn up by wild boar, I'm being taken down, Al Roberts is a professional PH. He really knows a lot about hunting. He's going to step in and stop the attack. He's going to come in with the other spears and back me up and finish it off.
Let's say worst case scenario, Manny gets knocked to the ground and a boar is just ripping him apart. Then I have to step in and get this hog off of Manny so it doesn't kill him. Another situation will be Manny needs another spear. He gets trident in a hog. I'm there with these extra spears to give him another one. Put another spear in this hog, contain him, take him out. Another reason that I'm right in the middle of all this is to protect the cameramen. These cameramen are completely helpless while they're shooting this. If this hog gets them down and starts ripping them apart, I have to get in there, get the hog off of them, and kill the hog.
I hear him.
I hear him. I hear him. I hear him.
It's your time, buddy. You hear him?
Yeah. They're barking big time up ahead.
Okay. Let's go. I think it would be better. I don't know. Let's look here. They're a long ways away.
GPS?
Yeah. 200 something yards, man. We're gonna be out of breath by the time we get there.
Okay. The bay dogs are baying up. I can hear them. They're barking away over there. It's on a bay. We're on our way. They gotta be just ahead. They're loud. Look at them.
I see him right there. Manny, he's chasing them dogs all around. He's a mean one.
Yeah, I know. I can see that. He's bait up. It looks like he's on the opposite side of the creek. I can't see too well from here. Okay, I got a better look. Oh, yeah, I see him. Man, he's a big one. He's a big one right over there. We are hot on the trail of a wild boar. Getting close to him, even with dogs, is tricky. He wants to keep moving, and he is down a steep ravine wall following a creek.
Just gonna have to bust through it. We're just gonna bust right through this stuff. That's the only way, dude.
Yeah, but there's no. Well, look, we got like a straight drop off here. We're gonna drop. I don't know how many feet.
That's about a 50-foot drop. And it's going right beneath us. It's right there.
Yeah. We need to go down and find a crossing, don't we?
We need to find a crossing. Come on.
Down there.
We gotta get down there.
He's right below us with a 50 foot straight down. No, this is a bad deal. Manny, I don't know, man. I'm getting the cameras down there.
You ain't gotta give you.
I think it's dumb, man. It's taking too much of a chance. If you want to go down right there,
Let's just get down here and get to the flat bottom. I don't like this hill. We lose somebody falls down this hill, you're right in the hog's lap. That's a bad idea. Let's get around him.
Manny, come on, let's go around.
Let's get around him. Let's
get on some flatter ground.
Those dogs ain't gonna let that hog go nowhere. Let's get out of this bad spot here.
Al is right. What we are doing is dangerous enough without tumbling down a ravine into a hungry hog's lap.
Come on. Let's get around him. Get down there too.
it's a lot better.
There he comes.
Let me get in. Come on.
cross right here.
And I can fire from over there.
Let's cross right here, cross on that log. Let's get around on him.
We make our way along the creek, hoping to close the distance. But getting close to this enraged hog is not something you take lightly.
Actually, he's coming my way. He's going back now. He's moving back. He's running. He's running back.
He's going up to him. Here he comes. Here he comes. I'd rather that hog come down here and fight us on the front ground than us go to him up there.
Right, no, I don't want to go up there. He's got the upper ground on me up there. If I go up there, he's got the upper ground. Let him come down.
That's a big animal.
The hog manages to climb out of the ravine and heads into dense forest.
Quit there. Stay put. Stay put. One day, stay put. He's right there at you. One day. I see him.
Oh, this is chaos, man. I'm exhausted. He didn't come this way towards us. He went up that hill, up the bank of this creek. He just went up the bank of this creek. I don't even know where he's up there right now. This is going to be, this is turning into a very difficult situation. The ideal situation, if he'd come this way, I had an opening shot right here. Now he's going to go into heavy brush. This is not good for me.
All right, Manny. We had a good clear shot on him. It was just too steep. It was too dangerous.
He knew we had the advantage on him. On the other side, he had the advantage.
Right. Well,
he knows.
He's got us tired now. Now he's in the thick bushes. It's going to be very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Great. Let's see what we got here. Remember, I said this is chaos and close combat. That's what we're doing right now. I know you're dying to get in the middle of this action. Don't worry. Later on in the show, I'm going to give you the contact information to God's Country Outfitters.
All right, Manny. We had a good clear shot on him. It was just too steep. It was too dangerous.
This is not the situation that I like. We had him in that somewhat open creek bottom, hoping that he would come down. We'd be able to take him in the open. He went right back up the steep side, which we couldn't get onto him because that is a little too dangerous. And now he's in the thick, nasty. It's gonna get real ugly now. This is not good.
Not good. I have a hard time if it's really thick. I'm not gonna be able to throw this.
Yeah, not good for spears.
We're gonna have to get the other spear. Because this will catch all the bushes.
Palmetto's in thick brush right now, Manny.
See that right in front of you? That's the kind of stuff he's in.
Well, let's see if we can see him.
Let's go.
This is what I'm talking about. Come on, man, let's get in here. We should probably stay together. You've got a bulldoze.
We're gonna have to be quiet. In thick bushes at a break. Be very quiet in here, y'all.
This is exactly what we wanted to avoid. Trying to hunt a wild boar in a super tangled thick forest. This is when the wild boar is most dangerous.
There's the hog right there. There's the hog.
The situation's not good, man. It's not a good situation.
Going to the right. Blew out of there. Trying to get the dog.
You got him stopped again right there, Manny. Let's just keep creeping to him.
I can't throw this in here. I can only stick them. Look, it'll catch everything. It's full of briars and thorns.
When I approach, we will only be a few feet apart.
I might use my other spear right now. He's into some heavy brushes. He's very close to me right now. So I may use my other spear.
He's right in front of the dogs, Manny.
I know, I don't even have a clean throw, man.
I don't think I'd throw in there. You can't throw in this. There ain't nothing we can do in here. He's less than 10 yards from us.
We can get to where them dogs are at. We'll have it.
There's a wild boar right there, a few feet in front of us. I can't see him. He's gonna come at me like a missile at any minute, and I gotta be ready. I'm exhausted.
Manny, it's too thick in there. I don't feel safe for you, buddy.
I don't feel safe either. Hang on, let's see if there's
If he charges you, you can get him though.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come.
Okay.
We got to get this hog to bust out of here. The dogs are working. He's just sitting there resting. They're wearing out. Before you know it, it's going to be us and him with no dogs at all. We got to get him to bust out of this to where we can get to him. We got to do something. We can't just keep sitting here.
He's coming. He moved, huh?
Yeah.
The hog moves again, and we push our way through the forest to catch back up. And soon, we are once again dangerously close to a furious wild boar.
He's right there, Robin. He's behind you.
The dogs are playing a game of chicken with this boar. He could kill any of them if he catches them just right with a tusk. It's too tight and dense.
Hey, you better be paying attention. I'm walking there. He's coming. He's looking right at you. I'm walking there nonchalant like that. Head up.
We need to work our way around for a better angle.
We run that hog through thicket after thicket. We can't get in there close enough to him. Manny can't throw a spear at him. You can't hardly even see him. Just keep running him and running him until we get to a spot where we can actually get into him and kill him. It ain't easy.
I'm out of air. He's making it difficult. He's making it difficult. It's making it very difficult. He's making it difficult. He's making it difficult.
We run that hog through thicket after thicket. We can't get in there close enough to him. Manny can't throw a spear at him. You can't hardly even see him. Just keep running him and running him until we get to a spot where we can actually get into him and kill him. It ain't easy.
Manny, we thought that stuff was thick. Nothing but vine. Edge of a swamp.
Is he inside there or is he outside there? Let's go to him.
And then the hog stops running and stands his ground. This may give me my chance to get within spear range. I see my chance.
Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there!
And I take it. My trident hits the boar perfectly. And as I rush to grab the next spear, the boar decides to pay me back, charging at me. But I am ready for him, and stop him cold with another spear.
Come home! Come home! Come home! Help! Get him in the heart! Hit him in the heart! Hit him in the heart!
I finish him off quickly with my last spear.
That was a good hit. Woo! Good shot, Manny. Good shot. We were safe on the dogs and everything.
Anybody got water?
That was exhausting, Manny.
We bait him in the creek, and I said, "Oh, we got it." It was too steep. He had the upper edge, and then he took us through. He took us through hell. That was all adrenaline. I don't have a drop of energy left in me. Nothing. I'm dehydrated. I feel like he does right now. This is a huge boar hog, man. He's smart. He must have been tangled with dogs at some time in his life because he is elusive. He knows how to get away from dogs. Look at the stuff he was inside of, man.
That trident really worked on him, Manny.
Oh, the trident, what it does, it slows him down. You see, he came right at me. I got him right to the mouth. You know, I want to get him in the neck to stop him, right? And all I had was a straight-on shot, and he was coming for me. I had to do something quick. I told Cameron, the guy, hey, look out, he's coming. He's coming right out. You want to run this in? I go, he's coming right out. Ow, he got the spear. Come on, man, get me, man. Whew. No, to me, it's terrifying. Once I hit him, okay, I got him, but now he's going to attack.
Yes, sir.
Good job, Manny. Good job.
My ideal spot is to hit him in the neck. And I hit him straight on. I mean, it's either take him or he's gonna take me. No, when he's coming, it's panic when the hog is coming at you. Even though this thing's slow, this is a very fast creature, but this trident hanging off the side puts a slow down on him. Look at this trident right here. 2 spikes went in him. And all this is hanging off him. Another spear, he would have took off 100 miles an hour. I mean, busting through the forest. But due to the fact I hit him with my awesome trident, he went down right there. He slowed down, he couldn't get away, and then he turned on me right there. You know, he knew that was his last throw. So he had to attack.
Come home!
Yeah. Last night I was sharpening the trident to make sure it was working good. The skin on these boars is so tough, so difficult to penetrate. This is armor. As you see fur, but underneath the fur, there's armor. And then massive muscles and incredible intelligence right here. When you're hunting wild boar, it ain't over till it's over. You know, when you stick them, it ain't over. It could turn into a worse situation right off the bat. It ends when he dies. That's when the danger is over. That's when you can relax, calm down, and catch your breath. So these spears don't come out, do they?
No, are you gonna pull?
Yeah. I'm pulling about 10 pounds.
Yeah, I need you to pull about 200 pounds to help me.
I think I'm more tired than you, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was strong till I hooked up with this guy. If you kill a buffalo in the woods, he will drag it out for you. He's an incredible
game dragger.
He's an incredible game dragger, man. Total chaos, hand-to-hand combat with a wild boar in one of the thickest woods I've ever crashed through. My trident proved itself again as the greatest wild boar stopper I've ever used. I'll see you next week on Savage Wild.
All right, let's go. Let's go get the truck.
Oh. Wait up. I gotta get to some water pretty quick. These dogs don't get too close. They stand far away and they go, whoo, 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 whoo. And they run back when the hog comes out. Whoo, whoo. They do that. They don't engage them in a fight. They're smart.
Hand fishing at night for huge long-nosed gar, surrounded by danger.
Get me out of here. What? I almost drowned, man, almost. Look at that needle-like teeth on this fish.
Long-nosed gar are lightning fast and powerful, the second largest predator in this river. But the number one predator will also be watching us. They own this world at night. I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks, and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. Darkness is falling on a North Florida river that is so wild. You would think twice of swimming here in the daytime, much less at night. But that is exactly why I'm here. We are all aware how dangerous this is. But it feels like we are being drawn into the darkness by a powerful force. So we keep our mind on tonight's mission to locate and hand catch long-nosed gar. My cameraman Cuete and I have explored these waters at night many times, but it's always risky. Tonight, I'm going upriver in one of the most savage and wild rivers that I know. It is one of the most favorite places that I have on earth. This place is full of alligators, it's full of fish, it's full of water moccasins. It's high adventure and danger everywhere. But tonight, I am hand fishing. I am particularly looking for long-nosed gars. The long-nosed gar is a powerful, massive, incredible game fish. It is like a bronze fish. It is armored bronze. It is slimy, hard to hold, incredibly fast and agile. And I'm gonna be going at them at night with lights. I'm gonna try to confuse them with the lights and get close enough to grab them. It is an incredibly challenging adventure to do this. This river feels so ancient to me. That is part of the mystery of this place and why I love it so much.
Manny, what we're going to do is we're going to ease up here, and on these corners, you know, where these curves are in this river, that water kind of just spins and moves slower, and those gar will lay up there, and they wait until the fish come out, and they come out and smack them.
Yeah,
so,
they're not heavy everywhere. They got their favorite spots they're hanging out in, and that's why I got to find, you know.
Yeah, there's a few corners up here on this river I know that always hold them, so that's usually where we can find some pretty good ones.
Usually I got to go from hole to hole because I may go into one hole, they scatter, and then they run into another hole. They go up and down creek, up and down current.
If a big hairy guy was chasing me, I'd probably scatter too, brother. Sorry. Just keeping it real.
I got to be stealthy. Stealthy is the name. There's a lot of, the water is high and the forest is flooded everywhere, so they could be inside the vegetation.
Yeah, we've had like a month of solid rain, so our water's up like 4 feet on this river. All the aquifers raised, so the spring is pumping water. Look at our current, it's ripping right now.
Many ways to catch fish, bow fishing, rod and reel, spear fishing. I like them all, but I prefer hand fishing. Hand fishing to me is the most challenging, the most demanding. I mean, I'm out here in the middle of the night and the water's infested with alligators, there's water moccasins, catching fish that swim in mid-water. Unlike noodling where they go in a hole. Most of the fish I'm going to be catching are long-nosed gars, which they're fast and elusive, and I got to catch them mid-water. So I'm putting all of me to the test. I got to watch behind me, make sure I don't get attacked by an alligator. When I'm struggling with a fish, I got to be alert. I got to make sure my cameraman Quentin's alert, and this is going to be exciting. This is high adventure, maximum high adventure.
Man, what a beautiful night.
Yeah, it is nice.
Incredible tonight. Wow. Couldn't ask for better weather either. Right now we're about 30 minutes before complete sundown and it's really dark. We're actually only maybe 10-15 minutes from where we're going to stop at. What we're doing is we came all the way up river. The current is ripping right now. We're going to get up river. We'll drop Manny off and we'll ease down the river with him, back off of him a little ways so that he can, get up on the fish without us spooking him. And we're just going to follow him down river so he doesn't have to fight this current the whole way. He's going to get into so many fish, going 6-7 miles down this river in the middle of the night. There's no telling what the heck he's going to run into. I mean, who knows? And with Manny, if it's in there, he's going to find it.
Tonight will be exciting, challenging, and extremely dangerous. But for me, this is the ultimate fishing high, and monster gar are out there. I am preparing to explore one of North Florida's wildest sections of river. I have come here to catch huge long-nosed gar with only my hands and a flashlight. Adventure and danger are both alive and well in this eerie world that few humans ever see.
Manny, this is a good spot right here. See how this water slows down in this curve? It slows down, you got all that cover right there. Those gar will just lay up underneath it. And you got a double bend on the river here. I've seen some giants in there. I can guarantee you we'll get into some big ones in there.
We got to find the deep spot where the water swirls.
Exactly. That's what these two corners that we just came through. They have some really deep 20, 25 foot holes.
You saw one cruising over the shore a minute ago.
A while ago, cruising by
That's a
us.
good sign.
Oh,
At least we're seeing them already, you know.
All right, Manny, it's go time. Get your suit on. This is where we're stopping.
Well, I'm glad Quinta's already dressed, because usually it takes him longer with all the camera equipment. Make sure everything's working. Actually, it is spooky out here at night. It is more dangerous, but it's an advantage for me, because when you put a light on a fish, on a gar, he doesn't see you coming. The light confuses the fish, and then it gives me a chance to sneak up on him. In broad daylight, the only way I can grab a gar if he's swimming through heavy weeds and he doesn't see my hands coming. So I have to ambush him. But at night, it gives me more room to ambush the fish. So it is an advantage. So it is the best time to do it, but it's also you're putting yourself at more danger, at more risk.
The lights on my camera are very powerful LED lights. They serve two purposes. One is to light the scene, and the other is to help blind the fish when Manny is approaching it, so it makes it a little bit easier for him to catch it.
Okay, these bugs are swarming in the air we breathe. So when we breathe up our snorkel, we just sort them in. So on top of everything else, we have to deal with that. But you know, that's part of it. You know, you want to catch fish, you got to be in the wilderness. That's part of it, you know.
Tonight there is no moon. It is pitch black all around us. Our lights are powerful, but can only show us fleeting glimpses of this dark world. Moments into our dive, I spot a familiar sight on the bottom. Resting on a log, a giant Plocastinus. The same sucker fish you buy for your aquarium, only supersized. Will be a good warm-up for my hand-catching skills.
This here is a huge Plocastinus. This is an alien species. He's heavily armored. He's got spikes everywhere. If you don't have gloves and you grab him, he will cut your hand up. I mean, he's not a pretty fish. Look at the underneath, look at his mouth. He's very tough, very hard. It's like made out of super material. But anyways, this is a nice fish, a nice Plocastinus, but I'm gonna keep looking for, I'm gonna let him go, keep looking for gars.
As I drift with the current and scan with my flashlight, I suddenly spot the cigar shape of a long-nosed gar cruising along below me. I keep the light on the gar's eyes. This makes it impossible for him to see me. And at the last moment, I drop the flashlight and grab the gar with both hands by the long bill filled with needle-sharp teeth. My first long-nosed gar of the night.
I feel good when catching one of these. Look at that. Its bill is just like it's like a game fish, like a sailfish in the ocean. But if you look at him, the way he's built, it's so streamlined, so powerful, and so quick. It's among the fastest fish probably in this river right here. Look at that. It's probably the fastest gar there is. Bronzy looking at. Look at that. Let me show the under part. Let me see if I can get his teeth. Yeah, I don't want to get my finger caught in his mouth. I got to be real careful. But this fish, wow. Okay, I'm gonna put him back and let him go. Carefully get my hands out of there. And to me, that is one of my most favorite challenges, to hand catch a fish, like any fish by hand, but especially a long-nosed gar. It is an incredible challenge. This is fishing at its finest. It is an art. This is high adventure. You have no idea what it feels like to catch a fish like that by hand.
It is a pitch black moonless night. I am exploring a wild Florida river. I'm here to catch giant long-nosed gar with only my hands and a flashlight. So far, I have caught a giant suckerfish and a medium-sized gar. But I know out there in the dark, a giant long-nosed gar is lurking. And so are the muggers. This river is full of long-nosed gar. I know because I see them every time I come here, including giants over 6 feet long, and that is the encounter I am hoping for. The next fish is the average size of 3 feet. Still a powerful fish and a challenging catch. And I nailed this one. It has taken me years to learn how to do this. It is an incredible rush to grab a fish this big in mid-water. Hold it in your hands and then release it.
Another beautiful gar, man. Look at this. Beautiful, man. Whoa. And every time I grab them, I gotta hold them for a little while, let them tire for a few seconds before I lift them up because my hands can't hold them. I gotta use my whole body to hold them. At any minute, he can break loose from me. Wow. There's quite a few of them in this river. This guy is probably about 3.5 feet, but they got some in here that are up to like close to 6 feet, man. Monsters out here. Okay, I'm gonna let this one go. I'm gonna look for some more. See if I find some bigger ones.
We approach a giant mat of floating weeds, a common sight along the shore of this river. I have never considered them dangerous, but I am about to learn a lesson I will never forget. I spot a long-nosed gar below me and dive down to grab it. But I missed a catch and he gets away. Already short of breath from swimming. I head up for air, only to run into the mat of weeds. And I can't break through. It must be 3 feet thick. I have no idea which way to swim. I am only seconds from blacking out. I am drowning and I know it. But I make it out alive. My cameraman, Cuete, finally finds his way out, but he is very shook up.
Cuete, find my light. Get me out of here. What? I almost drowned. I almost drowned too. Got my head. Where's the light?
Oh, God.
Oh, drowned. I knocked this thing off my head, Rob, and gotta take it off. I almost drowned, man, almost. I was following this big gar, right? And he kept going under. And I'm chasing him, I'm about out of air, I'm about to grab him. When I come up, I'm underneath a huge pad. I can't come up for air. I'm stuck in there. I don't know which is the way out. I drop my light in the confusion. And I'm just swimming like crazy, trying to find my way out of there. I tried to break my head to the pad, like I've done with alligators before. I could not break through. There's so much vegetation. There was so much vegetation, I could not break through it. Another dangerous thing about this thing, you know, you're following a fish and there's this wall on top of the surface. You chase a fish, it's pitch dark, you don't see anything, you're way in there. When you come up, you can't come up for air.
Damn. Couldn't find the way out. I was out of breath. and I hit this mat right here. It's gotta be 2 or 3 feet thick, and I couldn't break out of it. Had to know which way to get out. So I figure, okay, I'm either gonna swim to shore or swim out under it. Wow.
Well, I'm gonna take a few minutes. I'm gonna catch my breath, let my body reoxygenate and get back to normal. I am not gonna make the same mistake again that I just did. I'm gonna watch out for it. But understand, this is a very dark night. When you look up, you can't see nothing. There's no bearing of any kind whatsoever. I got a little flashlight in front of me, and it's a dark world all around me, full of everything. There's branches, weeds, holes, current. I don't know what I'm running into. And in the midst of all that, I'm trying to catch a fish. Trapped under a mat of weeds. We almost pay for this mistake with our lives.
Get me out of here. What? I almost drowned.
Queda and I almost drowned under a pad of weeds. This time, we're already rested up. We're gonna be more careful when we go back in there. I don't ever want to put myself in that situation again. Along the bank, in the heavy vegetation, a 9-foot alligator is resting on the bottom. This guy could easily tear an arm or leg off. And he will probably drown you before he let go. If he didn't swim off with you and stuff you under the bank. And as we pass for an area of sand and eelgrass, I spot the shape of a monster-sized long-nosed gar resting just off the bottom. I carefully dive down and make my approach as stealthy as I can, keeping my light on his eyes. This is a serious fish to be grabbing a hold of. The biggest gar I have ever attempted. It feels like it's made of spring steel. There is no way I could hold this fish without wrapping my legs around him.
I got a monster! I got a monster!
I struggle to make it to shore. Trying to swim with this fish and keep my head above water is not working. This guy is at least 5 feet long. He's super heavy, super powerful. Incredible. Oh, see. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is, they get not much bigger than this. This is a really nice long-nosed gar, man. This is a trophy right here. I'm enjoying the moment, man, right there. Look at that. He's so powerful. I've had him around how long. He's still fighting me with everything he's got. I just want to show a good look of him. Look at his eyes and everything. The speed of this fish, man, when I was going down on him and I put the light, I slowly brought that and said, I'm telling myself, don't mess this one up, you might not get another chance in. And I grabbed his snout right there. That's the only way I can hold him. I gotta hold my snout and hold my legs with everything I got. With both of my arms and both of my legs, it was so bad that I couldn't make it to shore. I had to have Queta push me in because I was just, everything I could, I could just hold him. I could not swim and hold him at the same time. I needed to be pushed ashore. This fish, if you, bow hunters have put an arrow in him, it'll drag buoys, it'll drag a boat. Man, today mean tonight. Well, it's not daytime. This was an incredible. I got 3 long-nosed gars, including a big, fat, massive one. I got a placostomus. We had an alligator encounter. We almost drowned. This has been a super, super adventurous night. I'm glad we didn't drown, because that way you can join us next week on Savage Wild. I am hunting the forests of Clewiston, Florida, tracking down a neighborhood tough guy. He's behind the palmetto. Come on, watch it.
We know for a fact that this hog is not afraid of humans. We are not allowed to shoot firearms out here because of the workers in the fields.
Now that I've seen this wild boar up close, he's got the big teeth.
Your adrenaline's pumping, you're tense as can be. At any moment, this damn hog is gonna charge you and eat you.
I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. I have come to Clewiston, Florida to do battle with a medieval monster.
The dogs have no control over stopping him. He just goes where he wants, when he wants.
A huge wild boar that has been attacking farm workers and raiding crops. This 250-pound killer with 3-inch razor blades can easily ruin your day and send you to the hospital. So for this mission, I will need backup. In fact, I will need a team of professionals. This week on Savage Wild, we have our work cut out for us. There's a very dangerous animal in these woods. It's a wild boar. I know because he chased some workers in a field nearby. So we know for a fact he's dangerous and very aggressive. I'm gonna take him with my trident. That is my goal. And with me, I got Orlando. He is an expert hog hunter and he is my guide. I have Al, he's the enforcer. He's gonna watch my back. I trust him with my life. Anything happens, he steps in. And I have Mark over here. He is an expert with the dogs. He races hog hunting dogs. And Cody, he is another expert hog hunter and he's here for support. The more extras we got, the better it is. It makes me feel better, and he's also got a spear in his hand. If you've seen us in Savage Wild boar hunting, you know how unpredictable, how dangerous it can get. Orlando, so how's it gonna go down today?
Manny, I have no idea what's gonna happen here today. This all started yesterday with a phone call. This hog was seen yesterday about 500-600 yards in here. He did chase some workers. So the problem is most hogs are elusive. They try to run away from people. We know for a fact that this hog is not afraid of humans. We are not allowed to shoot firearms out here because of the workers in the fields. Spear, trident is the way to go. And you're the man for it. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure glad you're here today because we need to get this hog out of here and get these folks back to work.
Yeah, but we need the dogs.
That's where Mark comes in. My dogs got noodled 2 nights ago. And Mark, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got going on?
I got 2 15-month-old puppies we're going to put down here. They're strictly bay. They're not going to catch. They only put their mouth on them. If the hog's trying to break and run, they'll bite his butt and make it sit down or stay so Manny can hopefully get a good stick on him. We're going to stalk and let the dogs out, and they're going to hopefully find him and bay him up.
Well, yeah, what's interesting about this is a strip of woods. The largest organic farm in the United States is 500 yards on the other side of this strip of woods in here.
Right.
On the other side, you have orange groves.
Right.
So that hog more than likely is going to be bedded up in this area here. It's the middle of the day. It's a good place to put the dogs.
Right. He might even be up moving around a little bit because he got all this overcast. He'll be in the myrtles or palmettos because they feed at nighttime, and they'll go into the organic fields and just tear the place up.
I haven't seen him, but from the expression on the workers that they were telling us about this hog, this ought to be a lot of fun.
Well, when they're not scared of people, those are the most dangerous types.
These hogs out here, they generally have a population of hogs out here. So the workers, the farmers here are used to seeing hogs. They don't get real upset when they see one. They do get rid of them. They do trap them out. But when they call you and tell you that this one particular hog is keeping the workers from going out to the fields, you know you got something. I'm ready to go.
Right.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get her done.
This wild boar is not only huge, he is smart and dangerous. Taking this animal with my trident will be risky business.
I like ditches.
Now, he's going to hold up in there, and I think Manny's going to get a good chance to get up on him. But
I will have to get way too close for comfort.
He's straight ahead of us.
I am hunting the forests of Clewiston, Florida, tracking down a neighborhood tough guy that I intend to kill with my handmade trident spear. A huge wild boar that has been terrorizing the farm workers in a nearby field is now on a direct collision course with me, and I intend to win.
Here's your first lesson of the day. Boar hunting with dogs 101. Mark, tell us about it.
Well, I got two young bay dogs here. Okay. This is Junior, the Treen Cur, and this is Dixie, the old blackmouth. They're wearing tracking collars, so we know where they're at all times.
So these guys have the magic nose, huh?
Yes, they're young. They're young dogs. They've been doing real good. They have what it takes to find them and stop them so you can get your shot.
Then it's up to us.
Yes, we're doing strictly bay dogs today. I have a catch dog in the back that we're not going to be using, but in case of an emergency, the hog does anything that hurts my dogs or kills bay dogs, and I can drop the catch dog in there to get everybody out of trouble.
Mark, so they're called bay dogs because they don't catch the hog. They run and they keep the hog. They bark when they see the hog, so they let you know where he's at. That means baying up the hog.
Right, they're as aggressive as the hog is. If the hog tries to run, the dogs will run and bite him on the butt, make him sit down, make him stop. If the hog will just stand there, they'll keep the distance from the hog so they don't push him and hold him at bay.
The two of them work better together.
Yes, and if there's a lot of hogs in the area, they'll split up and they'll cover some ground. And when one dog finds a hog and goes to bay, the other one will be right there with it.
Common sense, if you just got one, the hog will chase just one of them. The boar will, so now that there's two of them, when it chases, the other one can come around, right. They can play the boar back and forth. Right?
Two dogs will hem him up real good. One dog, the hog's thinking this little dog's not much of a challenge and will go after
Some
him.
of the boars like to run a lot and some hold the ground quicker.
Yeah, so if this hog is as bad as everybody's saying, I think he's going to meet my dogs halfway. He's going to come to fight these dogs. He's not going to do a lot of running from them.
It sounds scary.
This is a catch dog. This is Nasty. He's my 9-year-old. He's a wonderful dog. He's a American Pit Bull Terrier. He's a snooty game dog. He is very old for a catch dog because they usually don't live that long. So for 9 years, he's been a pretty good dog. He's got every hog we've ever put him on. He's got some. You can see how fierce these hogs can be. He's got scars all over him. This one's got stitches in it. This is a 10-ply bulletproof vest, and the hogs are penetrating this to get at him. So this hog is definitely no joke. They can do some damage to the dogs. We won't be using him today, but we just got him for backup. But he's raring to go. He thinks we're going to go get one. You guys are ready? Let's go. Let's go get Boss Hog.
We know this wild boar is hiding in this narrow strip of forest, bordered by huge farms. He hides in here during the day and raids the farms at night. Al Roberts also carries a trident and watches the forest. He is here to back me up if I need him. And I usually do.
There's a hog trail on the ground right now. Ready to walk through here?
Oh wow, he's right here.
There's a boar hog laying right over there. I don't know if that's the one we're looking for, but there's definitely one over there. We should put the dogs on him and and bay him up so we can get a better look at him. But I think that might be the one. It's amazing how close I am. I'm maybe 35 yards away, and he's still laying there. He hasn't taken off yet. Orlando, he's right over there. Yeah, I get this uneasy feeling.
Manny, you're right. This hog knows we're here. He's very aware that we're here. He's not making any attempt to leave. So he's very secure where he's at. He's in a little spot there, but I do believe if we get any closer, he's charging.
Orlando, let's get the bay dogs on him so the bay dogs can confuse him, and I can get close enough to that boar hog.
Okay, well, let's release the hounds, because he's not going anywhere.
Okay, Mark?
Go to.
The bay dogs are released. And like guided rockets, head straight for the wild boar. Game on.
No worries. If you want to hunt with Orlando Pass and Full Rod Outfitters, we will give you all the information later on in the show.
I am tracking down a huge wild boar. This animal has already charged after farm workers and killed dogs. And that's why I got the call to slay the wild beast.
There's a boar hog laying right over there. I don't know if that's the one we're looking for, but there's definitely one over there. It's amazing how close I am. I'm maybe 35 yards away, and he's still laying there. He hasn't taken off yet. We should put the dogs on him and bay him up so we can get a better look at him. But I think that might be the one.
Go to. Yep.
The bay dogs are hot on the trail of the boar, and so are we. Constantly following the spinning, crashing mess of dogs and angry wild boar. Looking for the best opportunity to rush in for a throw with my trident.
I like the metal load.
When you see a hog go after dogs, they know what them dogs are up to, and he's not going for it.
We are constantly closing the gap between us and the boar. And then he steps into a clearing and stares straight at me.
Yeah, he's got some teeth hanging out of his mouth.
He's looking at us.
Yeah, he looks like he has about 3 inches on one side. So he'll always be spinning to his right, wanting to put them teeth to the dogs.
Talk to him.
Moving closer to this wild boar has us all on edge. He is too fast for us and could take one of us out before we had time to react. So we are all on guard.
Watch.
I can tell this 250-pound wild boar is extremely smart.
He's behind the palmetto.
No, he flew out. He's going where we want him to go. All right, right now the bay dogs, we got him hemmed up under this pine tree. He's a big hog and he keeps attacking the dogs, so he's keeping all the pressure on the dogs. Actually, it's reversal. Instead of the dogs keeping pressure on him, he's actually pressuring my dogs, running them down, throwing them to the ground. He threw my yellow dog pretty high in the air. They have him hemmed, and they definitely respect that hog. They're not closing the gap. They're not getting in too close. They're holding like a 5-6 foot bay off him, but they're definitely stopping him and biting him on the butt when he tries to pull out. But he meets them back with them teeth. He's got big teeth on one side, and that's what I'm concerned about. You know, we get going on this hog here, and the dogs get too anxious. They're going to close the gap on him, and somebody's definitely going to get cut here.
Are they getting another dog?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to the trailer now. Mark's going to get another bay dog, Manny. This hog is serious business. He's already flung these dogs. You've seen him about 3 feet in the air. He's held up at a bay right now. Let's get the third dog in here. We'll get a good tight bay.
How far are we from the camp right now?
We're quite a ways, probably over a mile. I mean, we're
it's not good. It's not good. I start getting anxious.
Well, this
you
is
know, I start getting like
everything looks good on paper. It's showtime. We got them bait up. We're gonna get this done.
But I seen them bait up and they've disappeared from the map. I've seen that happen before. They evaporated. I don't know where they went to another planet. I've seen them just.
Yeah, these dogs won't lose them. We may have to do some running though.
Anything is possible.
The two curs got the hog bait up and he keeps blowing, so I went back for my older male. He's a yellow black mouth. His name is Dollar, and he's worth every bit of it. I'm fixing to turn him out. He's gonna run the bay. Go to him, son.
Dollar explodes after the pack. They have now surrounded the wild boar in a ditch. This may be it.
Down at the bottom of that beat.
Manny, he's down in a high ditch. That's good stuff.
That is good stuff.
I like the ditches we can throw from above.
Oh, I guarantee by the time we get there, he's gonna run out.
No, these dogs got him.
We move in quickly. The boar will not stay there forever.
I'm freaking exhausted. I mean, even though we're not running really fast the whole time, your adrenaline's pumping, you're tense as can be. At any moment, this damn hog is gonna charge you and eat you. So you're just on every nerve, you're just freaking out and it wears you down. I mean, I'm so worn out right now. We've been going a couple hours, but we're getting a chance to stop and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You're just on pins and needles and it's just draining, absolutely draining.
Well, folks, you see the property line right there? Those guys were not kidding. That's where they saw the hog from the tractor. You seen him coming through? He's down in the ditch. It's a good spot right now. He's going to hold up in there, and I think Manny's going to get a good chance to get up on him. But that is the property line. You can see the tomato fields in the background, and those fields have been devastated.
That's what they've been feeding on, those tomato fields. That's why. That's where the workers were when they seen him.
Yep. So he's been living in here, comes out to the tomato fields, and hurries back in here every day.
Okay,
so
guys.
This is it.
Everybody get near me. I need backing.
All right, let's all get close.
I am hunting a huge wild boar with my trident spear. This is one of the most dangerous hogs I have ever encountered. He is ferocious. The dogs have him bait in a ditch. This may be my best opportunity yet to get within spear range. With the dogs keeping the boar distracted, we advance straight for him. It's too dense to throw the trident. So I grab a Viking spear and hit the boar solidly, going right through him. The boar is enraged, spinning furiously.
Give me a spear. Give me a spear.
And then the boar calmly turns towards me.
Here we go. Here he comes.
Watch this. Look in this wild boar's eyes. He is coming to kill me. If I mess up, he just might.
Here we go. Here we go.
He charges, and I hurl the trident at him. It stops him long enough for me to rush in and spear him in the heart.
Look at the teeth.
Watch out.
On that.
This was not just another hog. This was a dangerous and worthy opponent. He knew it was time to die fighting, and I honor his spirit.
Let me go over this. What just happened? Okay, he went into a ditch. The dogs are baying him. He's getting up and going. He's been running all day. I can't really catch up and keep up with him. So what I do is I'm gonna throw a trident, but there's some branches in the way. So I need to throw between some branches. I can't throw, so then I call for the Viking spear. And then I duck low, throw the Viking spear like that. It goes right through him, right through him. He starts spinning out. He takes off at the ditch. I don't have time to even think. It's like, I got the trident, drop it, he's charging, he's coming right at me. I just fire right into his head. And then when he hit him, he went crazy with the trident. And then that gave me a break to come in with the other spear. I'm yelling for another spear. And then I hit him good here. He bled out immediately. And then Al came and nailed him, man. Okay, yeah.
They're not done till they're done.
They're not done till they're done, because even when he's on the ground, I'm looking at him. He can come up and cut you. I do not trust. The thing is, this boar has enormous teeth. I mean, enormous teeth. Look at that. Look at that bottom tooth. Look how many inches he's got on there. I mean, look how thick it is. This is a very mature animal. You know, it's got a lot of experience, a lot of years, very aggressive. And, you know, they're smart. The more the more they experience in life, the more they do, the smarter they get. But I feel good. Now, the dogs are okay,
dogs
huh?
are unscathed, not a scratch on them, so all that flying through the air didn't do any damage to them.
Well, they're quick. Let me tell you, I heard a couple of screams over there and I saw this boar chasing them and I was like, I'm glad it wasn't me. That's all I could think. Like, wow, he is so fast. How fast do they run on their feet, Orlando?
30 miles an hour and 20 feet.
Yep.
Wow.
Strong burst. I mean, you're not getting out of his way.
No,
like
no,
I said,
no.
he was coming. Look at that earless hog, and it's healed. This hog has been caught and has killed dogs. This hog, someone's tried to catch this hog. And I'll tell you, he knows how to kill dogs, and you saw how he was coming, Manny. Well done, buddy. Well done.
So at one time or another, he's been hunted by dogs. He's probably killed a bunch of dogs.
Yes.
And I know he's aggressive to the farmers too.
A hog like this is the fodder for legends. And like the worker said, he was not your ordinary hog. They told us this was a big boy.
He would not give me a shot. He wouldn't give me a throw. You know, how many miles we went? What you said, like 4 miles? You checked on the thing?
Oh no, we were 4.2 miles.
4.2 miles, going to the woods, back and forth, all over the place. For a minute, I thought we were gonna end up in another county. The dogs need to check the hog out. Once they know it's dead, it's okay. They just need to look at it. This is what they live for. So they want to look at it and lick it and see it. You know, now that they've seen it, they're okay. You know, they just have to come up and look at it. You know, they want to touch it, play with it. You know. 275-pound boar, taken with my homemade spears. Thank you, Orlando Pass and Full Rut Outfitters, for an incredible hunt. One of the best hunts I've ever had in my entire life. Al, I thank you so much. You got my back. Keep me safe, man. You're the best. Mark, your dogs are phenomenal. Without your dogs, we could have never done this.
Thanks, man.
Wow. Guys, I'll see you next week on Savage Wild.